Good day, everyone. Let me turn on Instagram. I kept forgetting to do that all this week. So, good day, everyone. Welcome to Morning Sip with Red Melissa. I am Red Melissa, and SIP stands for Spirit and Practice, where we practice because practice makes progress. Yes, it does. So, my passion is to support people in transforming their lives. My mission is to give inspiration through spiritual life coaching, preaching, and teaching that ignites the divine spark within you to live life in joy, connected to your yes. And I got my connected to your yes shirt on again. And if you want one of these, you could go to my Etsy store at I am Rev Melissa and get yourself a live life in joy or connect to your yes t-shirt, long sleeve, short sleeve. All right, y'all. So it's Friday. It is Friday, and time is moving as time does, right? So, good day. I hope everyone is doing well. It's good to see you, Linda, from the mountains of Colorado. It's good to see you, Pamela, from the sunny state of California, and everyone everywhere. Thank you for being with me today for our final episode of the Yutori series. So this week we have been talking about the Japanese concept called Yutori. And Yutori is a Japanese concept that emphasizes the importance of having enough space and time to live a balanced, stress free life. And I like to say to live in harmony. To live in harmony. That is what Yutori is all about. It is an invitation to live from a space, a place within yourself of spaciousness. And so, what goes along with Yutori, from my perspective, is decluttering. Because if you have a lot of clutter, you don't have space. The space is there, but it is being utilized by things that you may not necessarily need any longer. And it's just cluttering up, stagnating the energy, moving things at a snail's pace. And so the invitation this week has been to start to declutter your physical space and your mental space. So when I entered the show yesterday, I saw that Shay had put in the comments that she decluttered and feng shuied her space this past spring. And I love that Shay says she decluttered and feng shui, because those are two different things. And I'm not going to get into all that right now, but decluttering and feng shuiing are two different things. Both have to do with energy, as everything has to do with energy, but it is you engage it from um a different point. So maybe one day I'll do a feng shui series. I used to be, and I still am, but I don't practice it as much as I used to. A licensed feng shui practitioner. And I used to go to people's homes and offices and feng shui them. But whenever I did a consultation, 9 times out of 10, before we would get to the feng shui part, which is where people always want to go to, right? They had to declutter. That was part of the process. And then we could get to the feng shui part. But we have to clear out, we have to move the energy, which is an aspect of feng shui. And Sekou shared that he is making a commitment to clean out underneath his sofa. So check in, Sekou, if you're listening. Let me know if you did that yesterday or when you are planning on doing that. because I'm giving us the month of October. This is my birthday gift to you all. My birthday gift to you all is the practice of Yutori. The practice of Yutori. And part of that practice is decluttering so that we can recover. It's a recovery, y'all, so that we can recover spaciousness. Yes, Sekou said he hasn't done it yet. It's all right. It's all right. Just get up under there and take out one thing. That's it. One thing. Set your alarm, set your timer for 1 minute. That's it. 1 minute. You will be surprised at how much you could get accomplished in 60 seconds, right? Because sometimes we get ourselves all stirred up thinking it's going to take a lot of time. And most time it takes less time than we think it's going to take, right? Because we make it this huge thing, right? And it may feel like a huge thing, but what I am inviting us to do is to take little bites, little like just a nibble, just get a little taste, right? So set your timer for 60 seconds and move one thing, Sekou, one thing out from underneath that sofa. And either get rid of it, put it where it needs to go, or decide you're going to give it away. Those are your three options. Get rid of it, meaning throw it away, put it where it's supposed to be. Everything should have its place. That's how you keep yourself organized. Everything has its place. If it doesn't have a place, give it a place. And if you can't give it a place, really see if this is something that you really need. Because if you can't give it a place, do you really need it? Or do you need to move something else out in order for that thing to have its place? Okay, it's all connected. It's all connected. Let me move on. I would love to know what you are committed to decluttering. Make it something minuscule to start. A drawer underneath your sofa, like Sekou is doing. My corner in my office, like I'm doing. Just a little something, something, y'all. Just a little something, something that you can commit to decluttering so that you can start to recover spaciousness in your physical space. And we are decluttering on the mental level also, right? Making room in our mind. Yes, room in our mind. And one of the ways that we are operationalizing that is by reducing the amount of time we spend on our devices. Now, notice I said mobile devices. I didn't say just our phones because we have all kinds of devices. We have iPads, we have Kindles, we have um our computers, our laptops. We have all kind of devices, some mobile, some not, that we may be spending too much time on and not enough time just giving ourselves some mind space, taking a break, right? So just whatever that amount is that you would like to reduce it by that. I'm starting off with just a half an hour. That's it. So in the evenings, I shut it down earlier, right? And I notice the habits that I have because we all develop these habits with our devices that takes up room in our mind, clutter in our minds, right? So the scrolling, and all this is by design to hook us. We all know this, right? The strolling, mindless strolling, and all of those things. If you're not about the business, right, then really question how you're using these tools, right? So for me, one of the things I'm doing, and I used to do this all the time, and then all of a sudden, I found myself doing something that I know I'm not supposed to be doing because it doesn't help me. which is taking the phone in the bathroom in the morning with me. I stopped doing that. And then all of a sudden, I started doing it again. So I said, okay. And what happens is I wound up spending more time in the bathroom because then I'll grab the phone and I'll start doing things and listening to something or checking email or doing stuff in the bathroom. I'm like, what are you doing? So for me, that's one of my things that I know does not work for me that I have made a commitment to stopping. So I have stopped it cold turkey. Don't take the phone with you in the bathroom. If that resonates with anybody, let me know. But reducing the amount of time you spend on your devices. Okay. So, what I want to share today to wrap up our Yutori series is another aspect of Yutori is the aspect of down. Slowing down. So, one of the things that I found about Yutori is this. Yutori is intentionally slowing down to simply be, breathe, listen, and appreciate nature and life. It is consciously creating space to relax, reflect, to integrate rather than being constantly busy or rushed. Yuturi is the conscious act of slowing down to allow us to savor the world around us. It is the refusal to rush. I love that. The refusal to rush. I refuse to rush, mainly because I am the source of time. So there's no need for me to rush or feel rushed. So Yuturi invites us to slow down, to be, to breathe, to relax. Yes. Linda is sharing. Starting small helps us slip into a committed habit. Consistency is the key. Yes, it is. Consistency is the key. They used to say it takes 21 days to form a habit. Research has shown that that is not true. It takes much longer to form a habit than 21 days. What it takes is consistency for it to start to shift. A mindset shift takes time and it requires consistency. Thank you, Linda, for that. So be consistent. Be consistent. And when you slip up, don't say, oh, well, that didn't work. And then you go back to doing what the thing that you wanted to change from doing. No, you say, okay, let's start again. Let's continue. That was just a blip, right? It was just a blip. It's not the whole thing. So, Yuturi also says the refusal to rush, but also, and I love this part right here, no talking. Oh, just saying that gives me like, oh, feel the spaciousness. Just say it. No talking. Just observing and absorbing the world around us with no goal at all except to see spaciousness. I love not talking. I love not talking. Some may find this hard to believe, but I have introverted tendencies. My preference is to be with myself. I love solitude. I love no talking. Even when I'm with a group of people, it would be nice for us just not to talk, just for a little while, right? To just feel the spaciousness and the silence. Oh, it's so delicious for me. It's so delicious for me. And I recognize that for some, it's uncomfortable, right? For some, they feel as if they need to fill any moments of silence by saying something. Like it's just so uncomfortable for there to be silence. So I love silence. I love not talking. It's my jam. So if you ever hang out with me and I'm not talking, all is well. All is well. We could just be. We could just be with each other. That was one of the things that attracted me to my husband was that we could be together and not feel the need to be talking, 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 talking. We could just be in the silence and know that everything is fine. Because that's the other thing that happens. People think if there's no talking, especially in relationships, and I'm not talking about a lack of communication. That's not what I'm speaking about. I'm speaking about the comfort of just being who you are with someone else in silence and not making up a story that something is wrong because there's silence. That's what I'm talking about. And so Marco was probably one of the first guys that I dated who was who was okay with silence, who wasn't talking, 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 talking all the time and mainly about themselves. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So Yutori invites us to slow down. Just slow down. And that's something I have to remind myself of consistently to slow down. There's so much to do. Yes. Yes, there's so much to do. And I would rather focus on how I am being in all of the doing. And sometimes I just have to take a step back and just slow it all down. Just slow it all down. Consciously slow it down. So, here, I'm setting us up, y'all. That's what I'm doing. I'm setting us up for October. So, you'll know October 1st is my birthday. October is my month, and I celebrate all month long. And so I am setting us up for our Red Melissa October birthday practices if you choose to accept. We have 31 days, right? I'm so generous that I made October 31 days instead of 30. You're welcome. This is what we're practicing in October. One, decluttering. Pick a project, write it down, and then do one small thing every day, even if it's just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Remove another thing from underneath the couch, say cool, right? Every day. And you may find yourself doing a little bit more, right? And that's okay. But don't make it like all day long, right? Because then you exhaust yourself. And it's kind of like starting over again as far as encouraging yourself to get back into it. So we're just decluttering, and our purpose for decluttering is to recover spaciousness, to have the representation of it, right? Because we know that we have to build the mental equivalent of whatever it is that we are desiring. Yes? And so the mental equivalent of this is recovering mind space, right? Making room in our mind by reducing our time on our devices. Reducing time on our devices a little bit, a little bit, a little bit more every day. And then third, to intentionally slow down. Refuse to rush. Refuse to rush. One of the sayings I heard, and my daughter Aria lives this, lives this. She refuses to rush. And one of the reasons why she refuses to rush is because she gives herself enough time to do all the things that she needs to do. She amazes me by this. And she is known by this at school, right? They have a saying about Aria. If Aria's already there, you're already late. Aria's there early for everything. So one of the things that I've heard that Aria loves is you don't arrive early by rushing. You arrive early by leaving early. So you don't arrive early by rushing. You arrive early by leaving early. So she always gives herself enough time just in case, right? Anything can happen. She gives herself time and she arrives at school feeling relaxed. She has time to sit back, review her notes, do whatever, right? Like a half an hour she gives herself, right? She has created spaciousness, spaciousness, right? So I am so inspired by her because, all right, I'll leave it right there. All right. So those are the three things for October: declutter, we're recovering spaciousness, reduce your time on your mobile devices because we have room in our mind, right? Recovering room in our mind, and intentionally slow down. Refuse to rush. And let's add in there no talking. Like give yourself a talking break. Yeah. All right, y'all. All right, all right. Yes, say cool. Aria is doing it. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. So I hope you're with me. I certainly do. We got 4 days till October 1st, so get your mind right because this is what we're doing. And check in with me if you need support. I am here. Check in with me and we could set up some time to talk. All right? All right, y'all. So let's get into some joy news. See what's going on this weekend. I tell you at Rockland CSL, what's going on is we are wrapping up our September theme, which was Sanity. And this Sunday is what I call Practitioner Sunday, where the practitioners of Rockland CSL take over. So they are running the service. Please join us virtually at rocklandcsl.org. Go there for the Zoom link. You can also check out the Sunday celebration service on Facebook where we live stream. Also, on Sunday, I do the other sip, which is Sunday in Praise, and I share a replay of an inspirational talk that I've given. And this Sunday, I will be replaying the sermon that I gave this past Sunday, now serving sanity. So please join for either or both, right? Also, let's see. That's what's happening this weekend. For October, put on your calendars now. October 17th, 8:30 p.m. is our next meditation with the full moon. October 17th, 8:30 p.m., right where you're watching me now, is our next meditation with the full moon, where we do a full spiritual practice with the energy of the moon. So I hope you will join me for that. And stay tuned as we wrap up this year, y'all. We're wrapping it up. December, I will be doing the 30-day mental diet in December instead of January so that we could end out the year with room in our mind and start January with the group spiritual life coaching that I will be starting. The next cohort will start on January 7th for 8 weeks. And we're focusing on 4 P's: purpose, plan, practice, and progress. That's what we're doing. That's the focus. So I will share more as we get a little closer, but I just wanted to give you all the heads up. And as always, please support people friends, soulmates, soul friends, brothers and sisters who are doing wonderful things in the world. Rhythm and Soul Radio is my husband's 24-hour internet radio station where you can hear absolutely amazing music, mainly from independent artists, also creative shows like Morning Sit with Red Melissa, 7 a.m. Eastern Time. Check out rhythmandsoulradio.com any time of the day. Also, check out Sekou Writes Get Rich 101 Mondays through Fridays at 9:45 a.m. Eastern Time. I so enjoy today's show, Sekou with your dad. I'm loving these Fridays with dad. They're just awesome. And learn about money and investing. Sekou will get your money right. So check out Sekou. Also check out Feed King, the Feed King show Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So you can check out Feed today at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And Feed King says that she is your local fitness girl, and she will get you physically and fiscally right. And Shay Bird and Rocky Mountain Holistic Health. Shay is a holistic health practitioner who will support you in healing body, mind, and spirit. So check them out on their social media, y'all. If you need support, they got you covered in every single area, right? Body, mind, spirit, finances, physical, music, all the things, all the things. So thank you all so much for your presence. Thank you for saying yes, if you have, to our Red Melissa October birthday Yutori practices. I'm gonna have to shorten that, but celebrating my birthday with me for the month of October, doing and being Yutori, right? Giving yourself the gift of Yutori. All right, y'all. I will see you hopefully on Sunday, if not next week. Have a wonderful today and have a wonderful weekend. Remember just one thing. Set your timer for 1 minute and do one thing. When the timer goes off, stop, celebrate. You could do a little shimmy, give yourself a little celebration hand clap, right? Celebrate it, right? And then do whatever it is that you need to do. All right, y'all. Peace and blessings, peace and justice. We are living life in joy, connected to our yes, connected to our yes.